Perfect day, perfect for a moonrise. It could be epic. This is gonna look like a moonrise on Mars. That's the goal. I'm getting a little nervous. I have 2 hours to figure this out. I think it's gonna work out. I think it is. It might not. I've been thinking about this wrong. I gotta hike up those hills. I'm literally panicking right now because I just drove up and down. The sun's going down. I have like an hour. I'm used to not executing when it's time to execute. This is it. This is landscape photography. It doesn't always work out. It hardly ever works out. Here we are in Vasquez Rocks, one of my favorite places in Los Angeles. I haven't been here in so long. I don't know why, but it's really awesome. You can see behind me the Vasquez Rocks. And I've got my 100 to 400 millimeter Sigma lens, which I have a love-hate relationship with this thing. I love it because of what it's capable of. I hate it because I never am successful using it. So tonight, hopefully, we are gonna be shooting an October Halloween weekend full moon. And there are a lot of challenges that come with that. Honestly, I've never been able to shoot the full moon without really cheating a composite together. And that's what I want to do tonight. I want to get a nice full moon over the Vasquez Rocks. So there's so many variables and obstacles in the way of this. So I have about 2 hours to figure it all out. The first step is to find out where the moon is going to be rising. Then we have to find out how we can not just shoot the moon as it comes over the horizon, but we have to put ourselves in a place where we can be zoomed in at 400 millimeters and have some sort of a foreground in the shot. Okay, so that's where I always screw up, because anybody could point their camera at the moon, zoom in, and get a decent exposure of the moon, which is fine and great. But we want to make a real photograph here. We want to make a real picture. So we got to find a place where we can be all the way zoomed in. Now we can go 100 millimeter, which makes that easy and makes a good picture. Or we can go 400 millimeters and probably, honestly, not get what we need because it's too difficult. But we're gonna give it a shot tonight, and I'm posting this video either way. If this works out, it's gonna be great. If it doesn't, it's gonna be a learning experience. So here we are, Vasquez Rocks. We gotta find a composition. We got 2 hours to do it before the moon comes up. Let's see what happens. I'm about to give up on the Vasquez Rock itself already, and maybe that one could be our foreground. I love this shot actually with the path. If the moon would have come up right there, it'd be amazing, but it's not. Maybe I could put it there. This will be another composite job. Just kidding. Okay, so this, I'm gonna have to go down here and find my way, I think, way up there to get any chance at this. So I don't know if it's because I'm old. I'm 39, almost 40, but I have no stamina. Like, I'm dreading going up there. I feel like 5 years ago that would not, I'd be excited. But here we go. We're gonna go over there and we're gonna look back this way and hopefully we have a shot. So here we are, we're at a viewpoint. Vasquez Rocks are way over there, the actual iconic Vasquez Rock over there, okay? Just wasn't gonna happen. You know, it might have happened. Confession time, I was looking at photo pills for October 30th. Today's October 28th, so I missed where the moon was gonna be, okay? So congratulations to me. This is still cool. We're gonna shoot this way at these rocks. The moon's gonna come right up there at 6:35 p.m. Hopefully there's enough light left in the sky to capture the foreground and the moon. If there is, we might just have it. I don't think we're gonna get 400 millimeters from here. We might, but I don't think so. Hopefully 250 with some of those rocks. And now the thing I like about these rocks is they are kind of leading into where we're shooting. They are all, like the lines are kind of pointing us to the moon. So that might be good. So here we go. Let's get off the tripod. Let's see how close we can get. Now, before you can set up the tripod, especially when you're trying to do a telephoto shot, especially when you're trying to get 400 millimeters, you really need to make sure that you have the frame that you want. So here I am just trying to walk up and down this ridge, actually trying to incorporate the ridge line into my frame. But like it happens more times than not, I actually ended up setting up the tripod exactly where I initially started. So we got the drone up there filming me from behind. That should be cool. I'm waiting for the moon to come up, and I'm really just praying. Fingers crossed. We have a cotton candy sky right now. It'd be amazing if it would just come up right now, but it's not. Is there anything narcissistic about this? I've got the drone there. I've got this camera here. Everything's shooting me. It's all for you guys. It's not for me. It's not for me. I don't watch this over and over again. It's never. Well, accepting that this is mildly narcissistic and assuming that's a bad thing, I guess what happened next was karma. That's great. That's great news. Well, as you saw, the camera fell and the viewfinder broke off the camera. My $3,500 camera no longer has a viewfinder. That's a tough pill to swallow. We better get this shot! The moon wasn't gonna wait for me to mourn my loss, so I took the next few minutes to finalize my composition. And much to my delight, the moon came up exactly where I thought it would. Moon is coming up, not even close to where I thought it was gonna be, of course. But it's close enough. Oh, and it's actually right between these rocks. Guess what, guys? Guess what, guys? This is a 400 millimeter shot. 300 millimeter, 350. But we gotta expose this thing. We're at 4,000 ISO. Got him. I'm panicking. So if you've ever shot the moon with a telephoto lens, especially at 400 millimeters, it seems to move through your field of view really, really quickly. So if you're not 100% prepared, you're gonna panic. And being prepared is not my specialty, as you may already know, or if you don't, you will find out if you keep watching my videos. So there I was, panicking, as usual, and trying desperately to set up the ISO, the shutter speed, and the frame as quickly as possible. Now, when you're shooting the moon, unless it's really bright out, you're gonna have to do a blend. You're gonna have to expose for the moon, and then you'll expose for the foreground. So that makes it a little tricky, because especially with a 400 millimeter telephoto, I keep saying that, but it does really make everything tougher. You have to focus on the moon, expose for the moon, take the shot, and then focus on the foreground, expose for the foreground, and take that shot, and hope you didn't move the camera too much in the process. So I took the next 15 to 20 minutes as it got dark to shoot the moon coming up, and this is what I came away with. Actually, before I show you the shot, this is the complete cheat composite that I created when I went to the Throne of Pinnacles back in February 2022. Now, I actually really like this picture, and it really is the moon from that night, but it's nowhere near where it actually came up. So I would never, show this to anyone confidently. I'd feel like a complete fraud. But anyways, here it is. This is my composite from that trip, in case you were curious. I gotta say, I really like how this came out. Now, by no means am I finished with my quest for a perfect full moonrise. This is not 400 millimeters. I ended up at 249 millimeters. So not 100% what I wanted,
Not as much foreground as I would have liked, but I really like the texture on the rocks here. I really like how there is that crevice between the two rocks, and then we have that pillar kind of separated there directly below the moon. I love the color of the moon. I did not put any color on this moon. It was such a beautiful yellow as it came over the horizon. Just a really, really nice moonrise, and I'm pretty happy with what I came away with. Here's another shot which I think I might even like better. It's a square frame, and I didn't have it exposed completely correctly, so it's a bit darker, which kind of works, but there's less detail on the foreground. But the moon actually does stand out pretty nicely. Again, beautiful yellow, and I thought it was cool how it's just wedged between these two rocks. So I got two decent shots here. Let me know in the comments which one you like better, the first one or this square frame with the moon wedged between the rocks. As always, guys, if you made it this far, I really, really appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe on the way out. I gotta get better at asking for that while I'm actually shooting these videos. But anyways, like and subscribe. I'm gonna do another full moon next month. I'm gonna go in the city to do the full moon, downtown Los Angeles. I'm gonna find a unique viewpoint, not the grand wide landscape, but more of a unique look at the full moon rising. So I'm really looking forward to that, looking forward to sharing it with you guys, and thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.